Here are the top 5 warm-ups for every runner, whether you're a beginner or a seasoned marathon runner. Guys, welcome back to Finish Line Focus, where I help runners of all levels to train smarter, race faster, and enjoy every mile or kilometre. Did you know that most runners actually skip their warm-up, which is a really bad idea because it can make you stiff, it can slow you down, and it can increase the risk of injury. So I'm sharing the top 5 warm-ups that every runner should do before every run. Stick around to the end because I've got some bonuses for you as well. Put all these things together and it's going to make you faster, it's going to make you fitter, it's going to make you enjoy all of your runs. If you're new here, guys, I'd really appreciate it if you took 1 second to just quickly click the subscribe button. That means you'll get all the content as it comes in. So let's just get straight into it. Leg swings. So leg swings are a classic. They're clearly one of the most established and best warm-ups that you can incorporate into every single run that you do. Doing this warm-up will loosen up your hips and your hamstrings. So make sure you're stable, holding on to something, and you're just going to swing one leg forward and back while standing tall. Start small, gradually build up. Looking to do at least 10 on each side. I usually say 10 to 20. Perfect if you've been sitting all day. When you've done those, you're just going to turn around and do the other leg, and then you're going to turn and face your tree or whatever it is you're holding on to, and the same thing, but you're going side to side this time. Just make sure that you're nice and stable as you're doing this, and once again do 10 to 20 on each side. You might be surprised to think about walking as part of your running, but it's one of the best and most healthy habits to have in life anyway, a good brisk walk, but it's also one of the most effective warm-ups. So I always start every run literally by just going for a nice walk, then moving to a nice easy jog, and with the emphasis on the easy. So I'm literally going at pretty much walking pace here, or not much faster. So what I like to do is alternate warm-up stretches with short jogs. So I might do one of the stretches and jog for 30 seconds or a minute, then do another one of the stretches, and just keep repeating that process. Next one, guys, is high knees with a big arm drive for these. Now, I always say that high knees, it's actually quite a hard one to do because it's hard work and it tires you out before you've even started, but it's a really useful warm-up to incorporate. So the high knees wake up your hip flexors, they get your heart rate up so that you're good to go with your run. So you're going to keep your arms driving, and you can see that you're getting your knees up nice and high, landing on the balls of your feet. This is really effective for your running form. You want to go for 15 to 20 seconds or thereabouts when you're doing the high knees warm-up. Okay, let's look at some lunges, guys. So these are walking lunges with a twist, which you can incorporate. So walking lunges activate your glutes and your quads, really important muscles when you're out there running. One thing I would say about walking lunges is, you're not trying to walk on a tightrope here, so you don't have to have your legs close together. You don't want to be falling over, you want to just keep yourself nice and stable so you can actually do the stretch. So, you can have your feet up to about shoulder width apart when you're doing this. They don't have to be close together. If you're comfortable with it, you can do one and go straight into the other, but there's absolutely no law saying that you have to do that. So you could just take a few steps after each one until you're ready to go for the other leg. Or you can put your feet together after each one just to give you that chance to regain your balance a little bit if you're finding that hard to do. So one leg is going to stretch out in front of the other, and you're just going to bend both knees so the back knee nearly touches the ground but not quite. So you're looking for roughly a 90-degree angle bend on both your front and your back knee, and of course you're going to alternate then. This is a difficult stretch because you'll really feel that it's tight. You might only find that you can do a few of these at first, and that's okay. What you might want to do is come back to it, so you can do a few, do something else, jog for a little bit, do a few more if you wish. So a typical warm-up can be really anywhere between about 10 and 20 minutes, which might seem like a long time, but it's worth it. And you should do this before every single run. If you're just starting out, it might be that, well, that's how long you go out for. So that actually warm-up could be your run. And that's absolutely fine. Okay, there are skips known as A, B and C skips, and I'm just going to show you A skip for the moment. So A skips are quite a tricky one to master actually, so it does require a little bit of practice with these. But this is a drill that elite runners absolutely swear by, and you will see faster runners doing this warm-up before every race, every run that they do. When you're doing the A skips, you're aiming to strengthen your lower legs, It teaches you good running mechanics as well. Just start slow with this if it's new to you. You're going for 10 to 20 meters. So you've got that skipping motion as you go. Lift one knee to hip height while hopping on the other leg. Swing your opposite arm forward and land lightly on the ball of your foot. What you'll find, which might surprise you, is once you get used to going a little bit further and you get past that, say, 15-20 minute point where your systems are activated and your muscles are warm, suddenly it's like a switch has been flicked and it becomes a lot easier. So even after doing this for decades, I found that the first few minutes, first 15-20 minutes of my run is still actually the hardest part because your body's working hard to adapt. So you'll find that once you get to that point where you can go beyond that, suddenly you can go a lot further, it becomes a lot easier, and that really surprises people. Okay, strides, I'm going to be honest, it's another tricky one that requires a little bit of practice, but it's a really good one to do. So you're looking for short accelerations where you're really going up to about 80 to 90% of effort over a fairly short distance, perhaps 60 to 80 meters, or for about 10 or 15 seconds, something in that ballpark. So when you're doing strides, you're switching on your fast twitch muscle fibers, which are all about getting that pace up and improving your running form. Focus on quick, light steps, so we're going for a high cadence, and by that we mean a high rate of leg movement. Think tall posture, landing softly on the balls of your feet, and let your legs just extend naturally as you accelerate. So you might want to do about 3 or 4 of these at first and just have a break in between. Okay guys, I hope those are useful. Make sure you incorporate them into everyone. Just make it a habit. So when you go out, what I tend to do is just walk for a little bit, maybe really easy jog, barely faster than walking pace. And then after a few minutes, I'll start to incorporate these warm-ups. So I'll do one, jog a little bit more, maybe just for half a minute or so, and then do the next stretch. I think that's a nice way to start your run for the first 10, 15, 20 minutes until you're ready to start your run proper. An excellent habit, guys. Just do everything to make that part of your routine. But it doesn't end there, because they may be the top 5, but they're not the only 5. I'm going to share with you some bonus warm-ups that a lot of people do miss actually, and they're really useful ones to consider incorporating into your routine. Okay, let's have a look at bum kicks. Exactly what it says on the tin. So just start nice and easy, and you're just going to make sure that you're keeping good balance, and you're going to bring up your foot so it's nearly touching your bum each time. Just start slow with these. Go for 10 to 20 seconds of these before moving on to your next one. Okay, we're going to look at hip openers, sometimes known as opening the gate. So imagine you've got a gate in front of you, you're opening it but just using your knees. So you're going to lift your knee directly up in front of you and then out to the side as close to 90 degrees as you can before you put it down. Then repeat with the other leg. You can do these on the spot or you can do them moving forward. Scoops are another classic. Okay, so this is all about your hamstrings again. So you are going to be keeping your legs straight as you do this, as you scoop down on one leg, feeling it down the back of your leg before moving on to the other leg. Okay guys, these videos are coming thick and fast, and the intention behind the Finish Line Focus channel is to help you, to give you loads of free advice to get it right and to be the best you can be. We've got loads of people subscribing to the channel at the moment, so why don't you just take a second now, just click the subscribe button, feel free to give it a like if this video is useful, and let's crack on with the next warm-up. Frankensteins. Well, you can probably guess why they're called Frankensteins. You're going to imagine that you are Frankenstein's monster and you're kicking out in front of you. They don't need to be massively high kicks. Don't worry if you're not super flexible. I know I'm not. So you're just going to put your hands out and you might attempt to get your foot somewhere near the opposite hand, swapping to the opposite leg. You can take a few steps, of course, in between if you want to, if that makes it a little bit easier for you to achieve. Thinking about the upper body, next we've got arm circles. So you're going to stand tall with your arms out at shoulder height and you're making small controlled circles. You're going to do this for about 10 to 15 seconds, gradually making those circles bigger as your arms move backwards. After you've done that, you'll do the same thing but with your arms going in the opposite direction, so this time going forwards, gradually getting larger. Keep your shoulders nice and relaxed and your core engaged, so it's your arms and not your whole body that are doing the movement. Of course, your run starts before you even do your run, if that makes sense, because you've got to get your kit ready, you've got to have your morning routine before you even go out the door. So I'm going to link to a video that shows you my morning routine, which hopefully might be useful for you as well. Okay, so let's make warm-ups part of our routine. So guys, why don't you save this video so you can come back and revisit and remind yourself. I don't expect you to remember that all at once. You might focus on some of these at first, gradually add more into it. But it's a really good idea to make it part of your routine. Why don't you give a comment below? What do you think? Have you tried any of these? Do they work for you? Do you have any different stretches that might work for you as part of your warm-up? I'm really interested to hear. Please feel free to click the like button and to subscribe if you want to see more. I've got loads more videos on the channel, loads more on the way as well. So thanks for watching, guys, and enjoy your running.